I got a chance to test out the Virtual Boy. I played it, I unboxed it, which if you see on the channel under the shorts, I unboxed everything and I got a chance to play it. Okay, now I'm just gonna basically go ahead and just say my opinions about this because I see a lot of reviewers, and trust me, I'm not trying to go against them or what they're saying and this and that and the third, but remember, this is just my opinion and I just want to kind of just chat about it for a bit. All right, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Now, let me make this clear. This is just my opinion. I'm no Nintendo fanboy or gatekeeper, and I'm not trying to push my opinions on nothing, okay? I'm just rambling and maybe I'm probably going to repeat myself. And at the end of the day, your opinions, you're right, and I'm probably wrong. And with that, and now that I put myself down below all the smart people, okay, to their standards or whatever you want to call it, all right, I'm gonna get into this, okay? Because everybody's judgmental, so I'm just like, I'm really just, you don't know where you're gonna go at this point, whatever. But just like I said, I got a chance to test out the Virtual Boy, and okay, at the end of the day, before I even dig into all of whatever, I think it was pretty cool to me. I really don't have no complaints. From back in the day, I can go ahead and go with this big story. From back in the day, I remember going to the video when it first came out. I remember going to the video store, renting it. You had to, I forgot, you had to leave a deposit in order for you to get it or something like that. So I saved up of whatever to get that deposit in, and then I was able to rent it. And then once I got home and stuff like that, and I played it, and I played a couple of games. I forgot what was the first game I played. I believe it's the Wario was one of them. I played it, and after a while, of course, it's just, you start to feel funny. Just like I said, everybody pretty much know when it comes down to the Virtual Boy and how that, you know, saying that device is. Lately, I see a lot of retro gamers, collectors and stuff like that, you know, and some of them, and listen, and I'm gonna give respect to the youngsters too, because people is out there flexing the original Virtual Boy. It's so awesome to see that and seeing people showing off the Virtual Boy from back in the day, as well as the new one. This is the reason why I did talk about this. My Virtual Boy, you have a story about that because I had got mine's fixed. I had a problem with one of the lenses, and I got it repaired. I got it a long time ago. I did that. I'll leave a link to that story in the description, and just watch the video about that because I was talking about the Game Gear. And going back to this, I seen a couple of people was on the positive end, which is kind of cool, and then you see a lot of people's on the negative end. Okay, that's just, of course, when they said the Virtual Boy, when they first talked about it, they said you're gonna need that's just the way they laid that out. You're going to need the Virtual Boy piece to go ahead and play Virtual Boy games. That means you take your Switch, you take your Switch 1 or Switch 2, which is good, and you put it up in there, and you could be able to play your Virtual Boy games. Okay, when I saw that, I was just like, wow. Regardless of the fact is that some of the pieces doesn't work, but it was just so awesome to be able to take your Switch and just pop it in there, relive that moment of playing Virtual Boy. My experience of it, I think that's pretty awesome, especially if you take off the first piece so that way it can expose the other lens. It's really, to me, it's just like, it was just really decent. I wasn't playing it that long, which not like I play, like if I'm playing like the VR, like my like my Oculus or my PSVR 2. It's something that I just enjoy for a bit. The controls, it's a little bit different. Use the Joy-Con. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I ain't really tripping about it. I mean, because to me, it just, to be honest, if you've been following the channel, then you should already know that, you know, I'm all about like emulation and everything. So I can easily go ahead and emulate this game and play it on my big screen because and just enjoy it from there. Now, of course, that the fact is that use the Virtual Boy with the Nintendo Switch Online, you have to have the thing, or you can't play it like you do like if you're playing on emulation. I truly believe that that's probably just the beginning of it, because of course I guess there's enough complaints going to go out to the point that, hey, there's no option to play it normally if you just want to play it just picking up your handheld and this that and the third. And if I'm wrong about that, and if you guys figured that out, please let me know in the comments. So many things that happened back in the day that they came out with so many devices, just extras that probably didn't work in the market, but it's so cool to just have something that they tried to bring back just to kind of give us that old school style. I just thought that was just super awesome. Trust me, I am not on Nintendo side. They have put a lot of companies down, especially on the back end as far as like emulation, but at the same time, seeing something like this, I definitely respect. Let's just go down the line a little bit of stuff that they have came out with. Not just Nintendo, I'm talking about like Sega, and these just a few. Like stuff like the Power Glove, Rob the Robot, the U-Force, the Laser Scope, the Super Scope 6, even the Sega Scope 3D. I mean, those are just a few, and there's been plenty, like the Power Pad and everything else. There's been so many things that they came out with that, of course, they didn't do that much, and it just didn't work. And that's still not including with other devices like PlayStation came out with stuff, and it just didn't sell like the way it was. But and if they brung it back, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of awesome to see that for today, because to me it gives like the youngsters to get a chance to even try it out of stuff that we went through back in the day. And if you see like with the red and everything else, and that was the struggle back then, and they get a chance to peep that out and be like, yo, this was our struggle back then, like for real. Like it, like to this day, if a youngster hold the Nintendo 64 controller, they're like, how do they use it sometimes? Because the fact is, it's just built weird, but we're kind of used to it. We know how I feel, like it's that struggle to hold that controller with the way it is. It's just, playing Zelda. I would hate like the complaints to go so bad. Like okay, to do some things to kind of like, maybe they can kind of do like mess with the focus on screen or something like that, or just basically just like you people have actually said, like, hey, just have the option of playing on the handheld itself, and they don't have to use a Virtual Boy, use any other. They got the cardboard too, if I'm not mistaken. Any of those can still work out. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. And I'm just going to end it off from here, because I'm not, I know I already went like quite a few minutes talking about this. We should all like give props to them for even trying to do something like this, because it will be so awesome if, say for instance, they did like even more old school items that we haven't seen in a long time. Maybe a Power Glove for the Switch, or maybe Rob the Robot for the Switch. And even though some of the functions and stuff doesn't work, or this and the third, it's just so awesome to see it. That's all I'm saying. That is stuff from back in the day, from our childhood, and we enjoyed those things. That's the reason why as collectors, we collect those. And those of us who still owns the original Virtual Boy, I mean, we're still loving it. I just say, look, we got to give him a chance, and it looks good. Seriously, it ain't meant for you to be up in that thing for like hours on end. If y'all can, then that's more power to you. But I don't want to be up in there for that long and playing and stuff like that. I really wanted to get it to sit next to my original, and I just think that's just super awesome. That's not including it. I don't have to pull out the original and all of a sudden something happens and enough of me yapping. What do you guys think? Have you guys tried it out? Are you guys gonna get it? You gonna jump on it? Or did you have it, and did your experience was like, I don't want to be up in it that long, or this is not and that? What are your thoughts? That was just my thoughts, because I just like, look at, if we keep it cool, we might get something else that's more nostalgic from back in the day, and that would just be super awesome to see something new for the newer consoles. That's all I was thinking. And just that's basically what I was all yapping about, because I just feel like I would just hate for so many complaints today, just like, man, we can't do this, we can't do nothing, we ain't gonna try this. That just sucks, dude. All right, you guys, enough of me yapping. All right, and from Gamer to Gamer, thanks for watching.